Morning guys, how's it going? Right, Sunday today. I'm off to go and visit my mum. It's 2 degrees out there at the moment and it's 11:30 in the morning. Well, it would be in the morning, wouldn't it? Because it's, you know, daylight. But I wanted to do this little video for quite some time. This is one of the reasons also I'm leaving a bit earlier, because I want to take you to a really great fishing tackle shop and just show you inside, perhaps give you a little guide to if you just want to start fishing in 2025, perhaps just help you out with a few little bits and pieces to start you off. But this is a great shop. It's not what I call a local shop, but it's very close to where my mum lives, so you know, I can kill 2 birds with one stone, so to speak. So we'll have a little look round now. It's only a shortish video, but I felt I needed to make this. I was going to go fishing this morning, but it's been cold all week, and I've actually been quite cold as well, so sadly we'll have to wait. It's going to warm up next week, so hopefully next week we'll be able to get back on the river and see if we can get a chub. I keep saying it, but we will do. I've just got to look after, you know, the health, make sure I keep well and look after my old lungs and that. And yeah, anyway, so we're off to the Walton Tackle Exchange and I'll see you there. Right guys, we're going to go into Walton Tackle Exchange and we're going to have a little wander around there. And if you're thinking of starting fishing and you haven't begun yet, let's have a look at a tackle shop, and I'm going to give you some little guides and little tips of what to buy on a budget and how to use it. So let's get into this and go into Walton Tackle Exchange. Morning ladies, how are you?
How are you?
I'm good. Happy New Year. This is Nicole, who runs the Walton Tackle Shop. Hello. And today I'm going to give you a little guide around this terrific shop, what to buy on a budget and to help you get started with your fishing. Did you have a nice New Year?
Yeah.
Good. Excellent. I will get some bait off you, but I'll have a little wander around first. I'll have a pint of mixed, please. So the shop is absolutely crammed with everything that you could possibly need. All your different lures, different size hooks, different shapes, different colours, bank sticks for all your rods. This is a great place to start if you haven't been fishing before, and at the same time it can be a little bit overwhelming as to what you want to purchase, but I'm here just to give you a guide and set you up straight. How long's this shop been here? 52 to 55 years, this shop, so it's been here quite a long time, and it's just full of interesting equipment. We'll go from the back and we'll work our way up to the front. So hooks that I personally use, Drennan, all shapes and sizes, from, so you've got barbed hooks, barbless hooks, micro barbed hooks. You have hooks that are already tied for you, so they've got line already on the hooks if you don't know how to tie them. You've got your eyed hooks if you want to tie the hooks yourself, but nothing has to be complicated when you're fishing. You can make it as simple as you like. There is a huge variety of ground bait, so you've got all kinds of ground bait, dynamite, method mix, but don't be too worried about the amount of ground bait, because at the same time, pick what you want. If you're going for roach or anything like that, most of these bags will tell you how to mix the ground bait and what fish the ground bait is actually particularly good for. So what sort of variety of fish you've got bait here that's primarily for silverfish like roach, what we call skimmer bream, silver stem ground bait. You've got your little trowels here. This is just one example of actually going to a local tackle shop, because I know, like me, many of you do buy certain items to tackle online, but you cannot beat going to a shop for a proper personal service if there is something specific that you actually need. The colours and varieties of today's bait compared to my fishing time 30 plus years ago is absolutely overwhelming. But you don't have to pay a fortune. A lot of it is all down to your preference. Obviously carp fishing today is a very, very big business with all different boilies and pellets. I mean, these are great for bream, all kinds of, you know, carp fishing, different flavours. It is such an exciting sport, and in this day and age we're all rushing about and doing things. Fishing is a great way, not only physically but mentally, to help you to relax and totally unwind. And you've got all your different lines here. Maxima's been around for years. This is a line that I particularly like using, but at the same time, again, loads of different types of line, breaking strains. Even the colours themselves are exciting. Hemp seed, you know me and my hemp seed, do love using hemp seed. And then you've got all your different weights, flat weights, round weights. It's all kinds of different weights here. And again, more carp equipment. Some of it is refined for carp anglers that are really doing it on a very serious sort of basis. You've got artificial baits, helicopter tubings. This is the kind of thing we'll get more into as you watch the channel in later episodes, and when I'm on the bank, the lake, the river, the ponds, I'll be able to explain it to you and how to be able to set it up all in easy stages. And of course, the first thing you start off basically is a rod. So let's get into the rods. There's a huge varieties of rods. I love walking around tackle shops. I mean, I like photography as well. Of course, walking around a photographic shop, that's something else. But this is all about you and your angling. And if you have a look at my first video, I think it's called Float Fishing a Pond for Beginners, or Beginners Pond Fishing, then one of the rods that I actually used, I believe, was something like this. And these are a nice little budget rod, and they do the job beautifully. They're absolutely ideal. I would personally, if you're going to go for a float rod and you are just starting your fishing, I would go for nothing less than 10 foot. So if you've got a float rod, I wouldn't use anything under 10 foot personally. Now, the other thing, guys, is when you do, if you're going to start your fishing, don't necessarily start on a big river like the Thames or anything like that. If you're in a club or you've got a pond that you can get a day ticket and it's a relatively small water, something like that will help you a great deal, because you're able to pull the fish in. You can teach yourself the feeding pattern. Can you put more feed in, or are you going to put less feed in? What sort of species of fish are you targeting? But it will make it a lot easier to begin with on a still water, because you can learn how to play a fish, how to unhook it properly, And then from there, if you find that you're really getting into your fishing, you can move on to some bigger waters later. So you've got different landing nets and different sizes here. These are all nice fish friendly meshes, almost slightly sticky but moist, but very, very soft for the fish, and it won't do it any harm. You've got your bags there if you want to put a keep net in or anything, and lots more bait. Comfortable chairs. Being comfortable when you're fishing, especially again on still water, that's important, because if you're comfortable you can concentrate more on your fishing. Reels, fixed ball reels, again, don't have to pay a fortune. And the other great thing about this shop, now here's the clinch, if you can find some shops like this. Let's say you've been fishing for a little while and you're really enjoying it and you're getting to know more what you're doing, but you want to explore more and you want to upgrade your tackle. Well, Nicole will take your old tackle, give you a certain amount of money towards that, and you can upgrade to some newer tackle. So again, shops like this are really, really useful. A lot of these bags, great for putting your boilies in, different baits in, obviously ranging from all different sizes and prices, but you have everything that you need, and all again you can use within your budget. You've got barbel rods, nice and strong barbel rod, 1 3/4, £2, £1.5 test curve, but again you're looking barbel rods about 12 feet, 11.5, 12 feet is an ideal length. But again, there are lots of second-hand rods. I mean, even a second-hand rod, even something like this, I mean, at this price, it's £39. It would do just right your start process on angling. You've got different rods here at different prices, £49. These sort of rods, in fact, are ideal if you're just beginning and you haven't, perhaps, you know, your budget's a little bit tight, you want to watch your money. Second hand, you see you've got £24 for this rod here, second hand. And these kind of rods are just ideal to get you going. £22, you see, a rod here, which is nice. Don't know what the make of it is, but again, it's got a nice slim blank to it. Quite a powerful rod, so could be, that feels, yeah, that is quite powerful. So that's I would say that's a little cart rod, but all even a rod like that is ideal, absolutely perfect. And with so many rods and so many brands on the market now, she does even see fishing rods here too. The variety is huge. Fixed ball reels, basically. You're starting off with a fixed ball reel. Nothing complicated about these. Ideal, easy to put the line on. But again, everything's going to be explained in the channel as we go on further. And I'll introduce to 5 or 10 minute little part in each chapter to get you guys going. But fishing is so relaxing, and it can be really exciting. And with the sound of the rivers flowing and all the birds and the outdoor life, it's just a great way of calming down, making that body of yours feeling more relaxed and in tune outside. And most of all, the great unexpected. That's the great thing about angling. You never know what's going to happen from fishing a big river, small river, ponds, roach. As the season moves on later on, a lot of anglers will be looking at tench, good hard fighting fish. You can have a look at some clips. I've got some clips on there of Lodge Lake tench fishing if you want to have a look at those. And again, all very simple setups, nothing complex. Everything is done in easy, simple stages. Shakespeare, can't go wrong with a Shakespeare. Shakespeare been making rods for years. And there's more boxes, and these are ideal for if you've got your pellets, or even something like mashed bread, if you're going to use bread. Just a nice little portable bag or case to carry with you. Nice and light, nice and easy. I'm just going to get some maggots today, and yeah, because we are off to the River Wey on Saturday, guys. We're going to fish the River Wey over at Newark Priory in Old Woking. And the last time I fished there was about 1978. I actually had a couple of grayling out of there. The grayling are not there now, but it's a nice deep slow river, and I'm desperate to get back on there to see if we can catch a chub. Don't laugh, don't laugh, it's not funny. Right guys, so that's just a little tour of the shop and a quick little guide for you. But if there's any questions or anything you want to know, give us a shout. This Saturday, as I said, we will be on the River Wey. Really looking forward to that. So go down to your local tackle shop if you want to start fishing and get some great advice to get yourself off on a budget amount of tackle to begin with. And yeah, just go from there. You've got the lakes, you've got rivers, you've got ponds, you've got canals. Make this your new year to get out on the bank and do something really exciting and be a part of nature. Anyway, excuse me, I haven't had my coffee yet. I need my coffee. So I will catch up with you soon, and Saturday, see if we can get ourselves a nice big chub.